Halo Infinite is good again. Modern Warfare 3 is about to be here. We've even gotten our hands on the finals over the course of the last week or so, but XDefiant is still not here, and we have no idea when it's coming. But we do have some speculation that we can put together regarding the release of the game, and I think you may be surprised at what I'm able to put together here. With that being said, if you want to know what that time frame could be, then give this video a like. Let's get to, 200. My name is Buckeye, and welcome to XDefiant Guides. All right, guys, I know that we've talked about this idea so many times. I mean, literally, we've actually been talking about the concept of when is XDefiant coming out since July. I mean, it's been since July, y'all. We've been talking about this for quite some time, and we have gotten it wrong every single time. We just can't seem to get a break here. We don't know when the game's coming out, and the team doesn't know when it's coming out either. But I do want to sit down here today and talk a little bit about when it could be coming, because we've recently gotten some updates from Mark Rubin that do pry back the curtain a little bit and give us a little bit more insight into where things are at with the development of XDefiant, and we potentially could put together a different perspective of when XDefiant could be coming out. So let's talk about that today. Now, if you want to know more about XDefiant and when there's brand new news and really cool things to talk about regarding the game, then make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, because we're going to be making content like this all the time, every single week. You don't want to miss it. But let's discuss this idea here, when XDefiant's going to be coming out, because I'm going to throw it out to you right now. This game is probably not coming out in 2023. I've been saying for a long time that I hope it does, and I could see a world where the game comes out in October, but that's obviously not happening because it's November now, and I don't think it's going to be coming out in 2023 anymore. Why is that, you could ask yourself? Well, the fact of the matter is that Modern Warfare 3 comes out this week, and for the foreseeable future, for the next several weeks minimum, the whole gaming world is going to be all over Modern Warfare 3, especially, just people who play arena shooters. Fortnite did drop their OG update for Season 5, I think, and that has been absolutely gargantuan, but in terms of the arena shooter space, Call of Duty is going to be all the craze here for the next several weeks. So for XDefiant to drop the game in November or early December, in my opinion, wouldn't make any sense, because you absolutely would be like a little minnow swimming next to a shark, right? That doesn't make any sense. I don't think that they're going to do that. I think they're smarter than that. And that's the whole idea. If Ubisoft is smart, they're not going to release XDefiant right now. It's just not going to happen. Yes, we want our hands in the game, but they're going to be better off not releasing the game right now. They're going to have a way better time if they wait just a little bit longer. They've already waited this long in the first place. Just wait a little bit longer. So if it doesn't come out in 2023, when do I think it comes out? Well, obviously, yeah, I do believe it's coming in 2024, but I don't think it's going to be very deep into 2024. I actually think that the game could drop in the first or second week of January. And the reason why I say that is because Mark has confirmed that we will be getting another public test session of some kind before the game releases, and this will be once they complete the fixes and the additions to the game that they're working on right now. Now, when we're looking at dates for an additional public test session that they're going to be bringing into XDefiant, I think it will probably be Friday, December 1st through the 4th. I actually think it'll be the first week of December. So we'll get past the holidays of Thanksgiving. We'll have people come back to work at the studio, of course, for Ubisoft San Francisco. And I think that next week we'll jump into the XDefiant public test session of whatever kind that looks like. But Mark Rubin has explained to us that this will be a Friday to Monday whole weekend test. So I really think that December 1st through the 4th would make a lot of sense here. But if they do that PTS at that time frame, then that means that XDefiant cannot come out in 2023, because that's jumping right into Christmas. I mean, people are going to be traveling, seeing family for the holidays. The studio is not going to be fully staffed. It's not going to be a good time for them to launch the game. So I think that it would make a lot of sense for XDefiant to have a public test session before the holidays and then launching the game after the holidays, if that makes sense. With Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 coming out this week, it doesn't leave much time in the month of November for XDefiant to do a test session, because even if XDefiant was to wait a couple of weeks, we would be at Thanksgiving time, and here in the United States, Thanksgiving is a major holiday, and people get time off and they go see family, just like with Christmas that happens a month later. So it makes sense to have a public test session in between those holidays and then dropping the game several weeks, 3-4 weeks after, in the beginning of January. Now, will that happen? At this point, who heckin' knows? Because for all we know, we could jump into a new public test session and find 85 new bugs, and Ubisoft has to go in there and fix it all up before we can play it again. Who knows at this point? But if we're going to sit down here and do a little bit of speculation, I think that this makes the most sense. I think if Ubisoft was smart, they would kind of do it this way, because here's the other cool thing. Once we get into that January timeframe, as we've talked so many times here on the channel, the hype for Modern Warfare 3 will start to die down, and people will be looking to try something new again, and XDefiant will have a perfect opportunity to jump into the game at that point. Now, the only thing is I think around that time we'll probably be getting ranked for Modern Warfare 3 as well, but in the grand scheme of things, I think it would still be a perfectly reasonable time frame for XDefiant to come out. Just don't come out the same day. I mean, obviously, that's not a good idea. In the general time frame, I think it makes a total amount of sense. And by the way, if you guys want to catch me playing the brand new Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer that comes out this week, I'm going to be live Friday and Saturday this week, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on my Twitch. Link to that will be in the description. We're going to be playing the brand new Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. I'm super excited to hop into the game, and moving forward, every Friday and Saturday, you guys can catch streams on my Twitch, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Friday and Saturday moving forward. Now, Mark has said that they're not looking at Modern Warfare 3. They're not looking to have the greatest launch numbers in the world. So, of course, you know, we can't necessarily base all of our speculation around the launch of Modern Warfare 3 or content for Modern Warfare 3, obviously. I'm just saying, I think that this makes a lot of sense to have a public test session between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then launching the game a little bit after that in early January. I think at this point, that is probably the most potential that we have, unless at this rate, Ubisoft is just like, F it, let's just make the game exceptionally perfect before we launch it, and then they launch it next summer or something like that. That would be unfortunate, but I guess cool too. Who knows? Anyways, at this point, I'm rambling, but my point is, I think that we will be seeing our hands touch the controllers and touch the mouse and keyboard to play XDefiant here pretty soon, here at the end of November, early December time, and I think we'll probably get our hands on the full game in early January. Let me know what you guys think about this idea in the comments down below. When do you think XDefiant will be launching? When do you think the public test session is going to be? Let's have a chat about that. And also, if you want to know how Modern Warfare 3 is going to lose players to XDefiant when it actually does release, then check out this video on screen now.